We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Hoping for there, so maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And he's got room. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. A first down carry for Henry, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, it's Henry, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he will have a Giants first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
The Giants first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
39-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert flushed out right.
They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
First down, Giants.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Running from the gun with Henry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
15-yard line.
Henry able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Henry again, the ball.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Younghoe Koo on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And now the 30-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Give him a couple of... The carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Rams 7, Giants 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
At the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Younghoe Koo on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And 7.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, LA. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one?
14. Giants 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
They're on the 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal.
Again, it's Henry. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Third and long, it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers will get this into the hands of Mostert. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
10 at the 41-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Running the counter with Mostert. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking right side, and it's complete to Watkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Guys, man, complete over the middle. It's Woods. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
This is Mostert. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. Flush to his right. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Derrick Henry.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
3rd down.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Derrick Henry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chitty on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Rodgers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Allen has it, left side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And Allen's got it. The 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Open man is Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, he's got Myers. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Herbert.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Now Herbert. Quick snap to Brown. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Herbert now to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. He will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over.
Rams 20.
So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key, because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We got to get an answer before we go.
So for Los Angeles, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.